Okay, here we go. All right, for most people, don't care. This is just an old Volkswagen, doesn't run. Even has a hole in the floor pan that I later realized. But you know, for a lot of people, they like this kind of stuff. It's a 90 Jetta. It's got 5-speed. Interior has actually been saved somewhat because of these seat covers, so that's nice. Dash has a couple of cracks. The roof is, you know, the paint is obviously not good. These things, I don't know what the heck they're made out of, but they're very brittle. And here's the seal here has been leaking, so that's why we got some water in there. Otherwise, I've taken it apart a little bit, try to get it running. Turns out 2 fuel pumps, both bad. So I've got those ready to go back in. I'm getting ready to do that here in a minute. Hopefully we'll have it running. I had fuel coming out of the one fuel pump up to the second one, so I know that's good. And so the second one I just put together. I'll show it to you. I guess you could call it like a fuel pump module, even though there's no electronics. But here it is. It's got the fuel filter. It's got a little box, some evap stuff attached to it. Fuel pumps right here. Anyway, I got to get another clip. I think it's probably under the car. I think it's probably destroyed too, so I'm gonna have to see what to do about that. Figure something out. After that, I'll just put the intake stuff back together and try to give it a shot. Jetta GL 2013. Thought it was a decent car. All right, so here's where we are underneath the car now. That's where that fuel pump module goes. I did find a clip, so I've got two out of 4 is good enough. Those two blue lines there, that's the evap system. The bigger one to the left is the fuel coming into that storage tank thing, and then the other one in the bottom right, that's coming out of the fuel filter going up to the engine. And then there's a hose that connects the fuel pump to the fuel filter itself. So we get that put in, and the electrical connection you can see there. Okay, here, this is that hose I was telling you. It's in between the fuel pump and filter. All I did, I just clipped the ends off because they were a little hard. So hopefully it's long enough still. There's one of those clips I was talking about. I think the other one's still on the fuel pump. Well, the nice thing about doing this in a junkyard is just if you need some different fuel line, which I did because that one was too short after I cut it. This is old, but it'll work for right now. It's just another piece of fuel line. I'm going to cut it and put it on. All right, here we go. We got the fuel line on. I'm going to go ahead and tighten it. This is not the right size. Let's put something on. This is so exciting. hard doing it with one hand. That's why I don't film. It just takes too long. I'll try it. All right, good enough. I'm gonna go put it in. Okay, so we had to go run and grab a couple more clamps for the fuel line. So I got 2 more to put on, and then we'll give it a shot. It's kind of hard to work on here. Good enough. I didn't put clamps on the evap system hoses because they had barb fittings on them anyway. So a couple other things we got to do up here. Just got to hook this back up. The fuel pressure regulator and fuel hose. I guess I got to fix that too. I cut that before because it looked questionable. And I guess maybe another piece of fuel line. Okay, might be a few more minutes. All right, I think I got everything together now. I had to go grab a couple things. Pretty clogged. Just notice how clogged this is. Probably no good. Let me see if I can clear it. It was just a little speck of something, but it may or may not be good. I don't know. All right, I'll put this old fuel line back on just because I don't have one right now. freaking gloves. Up. Come on. Need an extension. Or too long. Don't want to destroy that. It's pretty nice. All right. Let's see. You. You bastard. Fuck. I hate this kind of crap. There we go. One more. Why aren't you going on? Okay. be right back. Definitely tight. Rag. All right. Okay. Clamp. It's a good idea when you're taking this apart to remember how to take pictures or something. Or try to remember somehow. I hate this crap. Freaking stupid clamps. I don't have all my freaking tools. All over the place. This works better. All right. Oh boy, it's hot. Timing covers are about to fall off. Get the air intake boot. Let's see. Wait, we gotta hook up this. There's a line here. go get the air intake boot. Okay. Okay, here we are. Got the boot. I don't see any vacuum connections on it. And this is going to be, you're going to see if it starts along with me, so. Oil. Let's see. Might go there. No, that's not it. Yeah, I don't know. Go. Well, let me put the timing cover back on if I can. Or is it destroyed? I think it's destroyed. Let's see. I don't want to chew up any lines. Weird. Someone must have done it like that before. Okay. All right, that actually tucks everything out of the way, which is good. I do believe we're about ready. Just gotta tighten up the battery. I did put a couple of gallons of gas in it a while back. I wonder if it'll start. I guess the fuel injectors could be clogged. It's definitely possible. Well, these have the new style fuel injectors. They're not like the old German ones. All right. I was gonna check fuel pressure first, but I'll just try it. I'm just gonna go for it. All right. What do we think? I'm serious. I don't know. I hope it starts. I'm not sure if it will. It might. I think the chances are better than not that it'll start. Better than 50%. This has actually been like a 2-month or so ordeal because I've just been coming up here when I can to kind of do a little bit here and there, and then it's been, you know, winter time too, so let's see if it'll go though. I know it turns over because I've already done that. Well, wasn't really the thing I'd hoped for. I was hoping it would run perfect. smell a lot of bad gas still. This freaking thing, it's probably bad. The regulator might not be getting enough gas. Oh, we got a leak over on this side. From the end of the fuel rail, that little bitty tiny that could be one reason. It's got a leak, not enough fuel pressure. All right, I'll turn the camera off. All right, back again. You ever have that thing where you're getting ready to leave and you just decide you're going to try one more thing, and then that one thing leads to something else? And so anyway, I've been here another 45 minutes or an hour almost. I decided I was going to look at the distributor, and after doing that, I decided I was going to look at the plugs. So I've been doing that. I took the distributor off, cleaned it up. Had a little bit of surface corrosion from sitting. Pulled each plug, cleaned them up. The gap looked a little bit small to me. It's supposed to be 28 to 32 thousandths or something like that. So I just I made it a little bit bigger. I don't even have gap gauges on me, so it just didn't look right. It could be right, but I widened about a hair. So two of the plugs look pretty good. The other two plugs, one was kind of wet, and then the other one was kind of wet, and well, actually not really wet. The threads were a little wet, but the really sooty, so running really rich. And that's the, I guess, cylinder number 4, the furthest away from the crankshaft, or from the timing belt. So anyway, yeah, here I am. I'm just putting these plugs back together, and I'm gonna try it. And this doesn't really do anything. I'm calling it a day. I might actually just come get the whole thing and take it home. I was hoping to get it running so I could drive it out of here. Thought that would be cool, but it's just starting to take too long. And anyway, I just got to tighten down these two plugs, put the wires back on, then I'm going to give it a shot. Okay, here we are again. This is it. This is it for today. One last shot. I predict it might run a little bit smoother, but I'm not predicting 100% smoothness. Whoa, that's actually good. Amazing. It's missing. Doesn't sound bad, actually. Holy crap. Probably doesn't have water. Wow, awesome. Ah, spark plugs. See if the clutch is any good. Oh, it's jacked up actually. I forgot. Wow, this thing freaking runs. Awesome. That's it for now. Well, I lied. I said that's it for now, but here we are again. We just got out of the car. It just ran for about a minute. Got a low battery on my phone. Ooh, what the heck is that? It's nasty looking. A little low. I don't see a regular cap. Let's see. Probably don't have no water in it. All right, well, I'll have to fix that next time. I guess I'll be back. Maybe not today. Probably not today. Probably tomorrow. I could just leave the battery in there, but I'm not going to. Let me try it again. This has to be hooked up. That would suck if you didn't know the problem and it was a stupid seatbelt the whole time. Oh, yeah, boy. Look at that. Sounds like, well, it's got a major exhaust leak, but that sounds like a freaking Volkswagen. Wow. Okay, we're back once again. What I'm going to do is put some gas in, a gallon or two, take it off that rim, air up the driver's side front tire, put some coolant in the engine, put the battery back in, and then drive it out of here, actually. So let me get started. The camera actually blew over the stand. The whole stand did, so I had to move it. took some air. This thing is super slow. Okay, so stuck in the mud.
put some coolant in now. Let's see. Dump it in through the hose. Pliers. Ugly and brown. That's weird. Ugh. All right, everything's hooked up. Time to try it. I'm gonna start it up, see if it idles, and if it does, I'm gonna back it up. Major smoke coming out of the tailpipe. Got a big valve tap. I think the brakes might be froze up. Trying to figure out what to do. All right. Okay, so problem I'm having just is that the back wheel here is stuck. The brake is froze, so I'm gonna pop the wheel off. Also, the tire's a little low. I think it'll make it up there though if it rolls. Right now it's just dragging, so I'm just going to pop the wheel off and then whack it with a hammer and see what happens. I could take it apart and take the pads out, but Okay, so I spared you the pain of watching me do that work. So I banged on the drum, squirted a bunch of PB blaster, whatever I had, sprayed in there. It actually moved a little bit, so we'll see if just dragging the wheel itself will get the rest of it off. I think it was just froze probably to the brake pads. That's usually what happens. Try it again. I got the keys. I also put a little more air in the tire. Oh yeah, much better. Yes. Awesome. That's all it needed. All right, I think we're ready to get out of here. This is where it's at for I don't know how long, actually. This is, I didn't realize, but that's actually the floor pan under the driver's seat. I didn't realize that until like I started working on it, but I was like, oh well. Can get another one somewhere probably. Anyway, let's give it a shot. Cleaned off the window. The windshield somewhat better, a little bit. A lot of haze. Can't believe this thing ran. Well, that did work good. I'm sure those injectors are freaking nasty. I could roll the window down. Oh, that broke. Oh shit. Might not be able to get it back up. This one seems alright. Some air in this thing. Come on, brakes. Better than it was. Just applied the brakes a couple times. I think that actually helped. I think it's a little better. Hopefully. Second gear. And we're going. The gas gauge doesn't work. It was like eaten up. All I did was put a fuel pump on it. Sounds like a freaking air-cooled Volkswagen. Alright, we're all loaded up here. The back wheel's gonna, maybe it'll free up on the way back. Let's see. Some lights. Yikes, I guess I should have waited. Smoking. Lost the taillight lens.